Hello everybody, what's up?
Pac-Man 5698.
Hello everybody and welcome to my first online streaming video of a Call of Duty game with commentary. We are going to be doing some Modern Warfare 3 Special Ops. Now I'm going to skip through all this stuff until I get to the part where I found a partner. And this was actually, I think, a pretty good match. I think we got to round, what was it? We got a wave 22, but we almost made it to 23. And overall, what I'm going to say throughout this video is what I think about special ops and what you can do to survive to relatively good waves. Now, the thing about special ops is that it's it's not very similar because I can't say so, because I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 special ops a whole lot because I usually just do it for the co-op. But here, this Modern Warfare 3 Special Ops is pretty cool. It's definitely Infinity Ward's counterpart to Treyarch's Zombies, because this is survival mode. We're on Resistance here, and during Resistance, during Special Ops Survival, what you have to do, it's pretty simple. You have to kill any enemies that come your way, and you have to survive for as long as you can. I'm not going to show the loading screen in future videos if I make some, because I just want to gulp up some time so that I can explain this. So the thing with Modern Warfare 3 Special Ops is that, well, as you can see here, it begins, and it's pretty simple. You just have one gun, a pistol, a 5.7, and you just wait for some enemies to show up and you kill them. The more enemies you kill, the more XP you get, and therefore the more money you make. You use the money in this game to buy guns, special explosive, sentries, kill streaks, whatever. And you use all of that to kill these people who are apparently ticked off at you. And I guess it's ultra-nationalist, but because of their... well, I better not get into this, but... I better not get into the whole theory why these people are trying to kill you. But as you can see here, these are the first types of enemies. They're just people with guns. That's it. They don't have any armor. I bet they don't have any grenades. It's just people in t-shirts and jeans coming at you with shotguns. And what you want to do is pick up that model... I forgot the name of it. Yeah, that model shotgun, whatever. And you want to go to the gun. You see that little pistol, that little red pistol at the edge? That shows you where the weapon armory is. The weapon armory is a laptop where you go to buy guns and refill your ammo. And as you can see here, I refilled my ammo in order for this model 18, I missed it, for this model 18 to be replenished. So now I have a shotgun. And also you have armor. As that shield says armor, and you get 250 you get 250 armor points, and every time you get shot, that armor bonus goes down. And as you can see here, I just lost it, but to be honest, I really don't care about armor. It's going to be gone sooner or later, so I just say screw it, and I let myself just get hit. Because although the armor... Wait a minute, no, my armor didn't go away. But when your armor's gone, when your armor's gone, after that, if you get shot a few times, you're gonna have to heal. And if you don't heal, of course, you're gonna get down. And like in Nazi Zombies and Black Ops and World at War, if you get down, one of your teammates will have to revive you. Here is the explosive armory, and I'm gonna buy a sentry gun. Another important part about Special Ops is that you want to pick a location that's fairly good, is a good place to hide out, and you want to manage control of that place, meaning you don't want too many enemies to enter your safe spot, your haven, and you just want to maintain control of that area so that it's like a safe spot to you. And here are some dogs, you just knife them, that's another type of enemies, but later they can get pretty annoying. So here comes the next wave. Get this guy, get that guy. You can also get kill streaks, and of course rampages there, but to be honest, I don't know what gets you rampages or kill streaks. It's like I have no idea how you get those, but oh well. So now it's just it's not, well, how can I put this? It doesn't really get too excessive until I say wave 7 or wave 10. And now we have airstrike armory, which has predator missiles, airstrikes, and what's unique, I got a predator missile. Yeah, you can actually get a Predator missile whenever you want, as long as you have enough money. But when you get there, you can also select Delta Squads. Delta Squads are NPCs, non-playable characters that can help you. In this case, they have riot shields. But I recorded this on the, what was it, the 29th of December, so I wasn't at a high enough level, so I can't get Riot Shield Squad, I get a Delta Squad. And also, it's a good idea to pick up the MP5 because I do well with pretty much all submachine guns and assault rifles. So yeah, but not like machine guns because they take forever to reload. But I think the MP5 is a pretty good weapon. Not a huge fan of the recoil though. So as usual, you can pretty much go into the streets with no problem, simple stuff, refill, and as of now, you may want to get a Predator missile because they can shoot helicopters out of the sky, and I think soon, I think this round or the next round, they're going to be helicopters, and those helicopters, if you get in the open, they will just start friggin' tearing you to shreds. But luckily that's not now, and you also want to get to the respawn points. Pretty much anywhere you go, the enemies will respawn near you, say in a corner. And you just shoot away. Yeah, sorry if I don't have a lot to say for this one, but pretty much it's just the same. You're chilling out, killing a lot of enemies. Also remember to kill a lot of enemies in a row, because you're going to want to do that, because you're going to want to get as much money as possible so that you can prepare yourself for later rounds. And as you can see here, I haven't talked about my partner too much yet, but my partner is really good. And here I get promoted. I'll have to give myself a promotion. Yay! I think I'm like level 31 or 32 here. And here are the helicopters. You don't want to get torn apart by these or go in the open. So you get a Predator missile. You see the helicopter over there? I like it in this game that the Predator missile doesn't start firing. You just launch it and bam! But now there's a second one, and unlike other helicopters, these aren't armored. These are like drones. You just find them and you just shoot them and a few bullets will bring them down. I'd say 1 to 2 rounds. So you just shoot them. Is it dead yet? Is it? Yes. And there it is. And as you can see by this point, I'm getting sort of greedy. I want all the money for myself. And I get my Delta Squad here. But look at that. I get 2 kills in this round. I killed both the helicopters, and I didn't let him get that other one. So I'm kind of ashamed that I'm a little bit greedy here. Also talking about that sentry gun, this place is a good map to put sentry guns because when you're in this house, you're basically in the middle, and a lot of the enemies from the rear ends will go up that destroyed area, that destroyed slope, and if they go anywhere near there, that sentry gun will just tear them to shreds. But be aware, unlike other enemies unlike a multiplayer where it seems like players can only knife sentry guns to destroy them, these NPCs can shoot them down and they'll be offline. And as you can see here, now they have C4 strapped to their chests, and they're basically suicide bombers, but they can also get you kill streaks. Like you see there, I just got a 500 kill streak because that C4 set off and killed other enemies near them. So at this point it gets a little bit too intense, and here are the other types of enemies. They have armor. It takes about 2 knives to kill them, but they're not too stronger than the ones at the beginning that just wore shirts and jeans. And here I think I get the automated, yeah, the USA 5 thing, the automated shotgun, which works like a charm if you want to kill some enemies near, I'd say, this parking lot area here. And again, airstrike. Airstrikes are usually hit and miss. If you put it very near a spot, where the enemies respawn, or a place where the enemies are going to be, or a place where the enemies are all gathered up, condensed, then you're probably going to get at least 5 kills. But if you put it in the wrong place, just say slightly off, you're going to get absolutely nothing. So I think this airstrike I had was bad luck. I forgot. And now, as you can see here, my Delta Squad is capable of taking out quite a few, but I don't know if, like, I forget. Whenever you're, and I just get torn apart here by some reason. Don't know what it was, but I forget. Does every time your Delta Squad kill an enemy, does it always appear here? And here it is. I was heartbroken. My sentry gun is gone, and because I was such a I wouldn't say I was a bimbo, but I didn't know too much about Special Ops this time. I only had the game for like 3 days. But I didn't know that you can actually buy more sentry guns when you lose them. And wait a minute. If I try to get another one, I think I was a bimbo here. Let's see. I go to the explosive armory, and the clock's ticking. And actually, no. I tried to buy a sentry gun, but it said full. But I know what the problem was. I hadn't used my friggin' air support marker, and from that point on, I thought that if you only use one sentry gun, you don't get another chance. So I did know that I had to have an extra kill streak section. And here, I wasted, and I didn't buy another sentry gun. I'm kicking myself because of that, but my airstrike gets nothing. And now my teammate's down. How great is this game going? But luckily, when you get down, you don't always have to get one of your buddies to revive you, because if you shoot down an enemy while you're down, you get this perk, the Last Stand perk. If you shoot an enemy down while you're down, you'll get revived automatically. And as you can see here, he recently did, my partner. So at this point, we're pretty much getting back on our heels. We're making more money. Also, if you notice, for some reason, it seems like in this game, a lot of blood puddles disappear, but say 1 or 2 will be in this game for quite a while. And I select Predator missiles are pretty much better than air supports, but I think I only got 1 quad ponage here. I only got 1 quad ponage, and I forget. I think I was going here to check it. Again, I was going here to check it, but no, I had a Predator missile. I had a Predator missile in my thing, so no. So I still thought I couldn't get it. And even if I did, I probably didn't have enough money. Well, yeah, I did. It's $3,000. So I just... Oh, these, you're probably not going to see it, but this round has a Juggernaut. A Juggernaut is an enemy, and... As you can see there, quickest wave over. Boom, we're at wave 10, and that Predator missile kills it. But Juggernauts are enemies that have the armor worn by Captain Price and Yuri in the last... There's the Juggernaut. Yeah, as you can see here, he wears the same armor Price and Yuri did at the end of the last Modern Warfare 3 campaign single player. Yeah, the campaign, Dust to Dust. That's the same armor Price and Yuri wore. And they're not that strong. I mean, they certainly have a gun that's really dangerous, but it actually takes quite a few rounds, quite a few hits to bring them down. But luckily, 1 Predator missile can destroy them, or even an airstrike. So yeah, Juggernauts are probably the most annoying out of all of them. They can get you down in, let's say, I don't know, 5 seconds. So, I think that's pretty much all of the... I think I pretty much went over all the enemies. Helicopters, dogs, T-shirt and jean-wearing enemies, normal soldiers. So, I think... is there anything else? Oh yeah, at this point I got my favorite gun. My favorite gun in the entire... Call of Duty series. In fact, I think if this is an accurate representation of the AK-47, I would want AK-47 in real life. But another thing I want to say is that aside if you can get grenade launchers in Spec Ops, getting red dot sights, let's say extended mags, aside from extended mags, but red dot sights, AOG scopes, they're not really that special in Spec Ops because this is a multiplayer. The NPCs don't respond too quickly, so having a red dot sightless or AOG scopeless gun is fine. You can just have your iron sight and you'll be fine. So at this point, we're pretty much getting overly we're getting overly confident. We're going out to the open, and we're not really taking advantage of the house that there's a... We're not really taking advantage of the fact that there's a house that we can completely control. But here, I think this is a... What I get there? Kill streak, rampage? No. No, I think I got triple kill there, if it said triple kills. But now we're starting to share better. And now I call in another Delta Squad, which pretty much, if you want to get a Delta Squad, they're less expensive than the Riot Shield squad by, I'd say, $2,000. But, you know, but I'd say that they would die quickly because they don't have the Riot Shield. And unfortunately, we're going near the 15-minute marker, and I make up a 15-minute marker because this video can get out of hand. The raw footage is like 23 minutes, so when it gets to 15 minutes, I'm going to edit this movie and just show you important clips from the other waves that got us to wave 22. So right at this spot, we're all sending Black Ops. I mean, not Black Ops, Spec Ops. We know that we can pwn these guys for at least another 2 or 5 rounds. So, we're coming up on the point right about now. We're about to fade it in. And at this point, I'd say we had it pretty well. Aside from the loss of my sentry gun and my inconvenience thing here, I'd say we made it pretty well. And also, I don't know what happened here. I kept on pressing R3, but he just wouldn't die. So now for the editing time. With this Predator missile, I get a kill streak of 500 and get promoted. Killing this guy completes wave 14. Though not the finishing kill, I just want to put this because it's kind of interesting. I call an airstrike, this guy, Juggernaut, moves slightly away from it, and I don't know if the airstrike got him or if our combined bullet spray got him, but oh, whatever. I killed the last Juggernaut, which my partner did most of the work, thank you very much, and I revived my partner. I can only assume this rampage I got was the result of a Delta Squad member killing a lot of people in, say, a second. And now I come to this guy, and this completes wave 16. I get a perk care package which gives me this perk, and I forgot what exactly it does. Maybe it's faster aiming or faster reloading. And here my awesome partner completes wave 18. The same thing goes for the completion of wave 19. Now this I think is interesting. This Juggernaut I'm fighting against, I put like 2 rounds of my USA shotgun in him, and then I try to flashbang him. There goes a member of my Delta Squad, and when I'm bleeding out, all of a sudden these little bullets is the thing that kills him. Oh well. And here I'm promoted. Let's see, what's next? Right after the completion of Wave 21, I helped my friend here, and sadly, this is where the game ends. We were doing still fairly well. We had access to the ACRs, which I didn't pick up and trade for my shotgun, sadly. But I go to this parking lot, I take out this guy here, and I shouldn't have reloaded right in the open like a moron. So I take out as many of these guys as I can. I try to duck by this car, and all of a sudden, I guess this little bullet picked me off, and now I'm bleeding out. And unfortunately, one thing I forgot in Special Ops that doesn't apply in Nazi Zombies, if one person bleeds out, then the entire game is lost, which I think is a big problem with Spec Ops. It's still fun and challenging, but it's kind of unfair. I try to call him, and of course, my partner cannot get, as great as he is, though, it's nearly impossible to get through all of these enemies in time to revive me. And there's the fateful moment. It's all over. Well, although it was over, I think it was a pretty good game. I got a new high score, Wave 22. I guess that's a good match, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.